what kind of photographer you are. You're like a photographer of many.
Yeah, I just say badass rock photographer.
Badass rock photographer.
Cool.
That sounds good. That sounds good. And you have gotten close to a lot of famous and badass rock stars.
Pretty much. I only have one person, that would be David Bowie. He's my white man.
Oh, what do you mean?
He's the only one I have never gotten a chance to photograph.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually met him.
Oh.
I got his autograph and everything. He sang a little. He was really nice. He didn't come here yet, but hopefully, maybe he'll come and you can photograph him.
I would love that.
That would be cool. So you love David Bowie?
I do.
He's a Capricorn. His birthday was last Wednesday.
I know. Another Capricorn.
Mm-hmm. Your birthday's tomorrow.
It is.
Oh,
So,
happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. Are you doing anything special?
Just going out, having some food, and many drinks.
Good for you. Good for you. So is it a birthday that you're going to remember or not remember?
No.
Oh.
I'm just going to stop remembering them from now on.
Good for you.
That's the best way to go.
So, yeah.
And it becomes every day, and it's all good.
Well, see, my grandmother, who I said it's her birthday today, she used to say live every day like it's your birthday.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
And hopefully someone will take us out to dinner, too.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well, what you do is you wake up and you're starting a new day, and that's your birthday, because you're restarting your life again.
That's true.
So I think of it as every single day is a rebirth.
That's true. Okay. All right, so that sounds good. You're just rebirthing at a different,
Yeah. So what?
yeah.
I'm every birth sign.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, good for you. So, JeN MaLeR, I don't even know if we said your name. JeN MaLeR, you have been doing photography since when?
Professionally, I probably started, it was the last week of Wetlands.
Oh,
Wetlands.
I know Wetlands. I
Yeah.
know.
Baby
Yeah.
myself right there, but I don't
Wow.
care. It was one of my favorite venues, and it was closing down. And it's like I've never taken my camera here, and I never shot music. So I asked a friend, how do I shoot concerts? He said, buy this speed film, put your camera on this setting, and good luck.
And you've got great shots. Who played that night?
I think, let's see, the bands I shot were Hootie and the Blowfish,
Okay.
the Spin Doctors,
Yeah.
the Scatolites,
I like that.
a couple of guys from the Roots.
Right on.
So it was just.
Look at the Roots now.
I know.
Good for them, right? Yeah, the Spin Doctors played once. I did the events there a couple times, and they played at one of them. They played at Wetlands a lot.
Well, I used to go there all the time for all the hardcore shows, the matinee shows. We used to do them at
It's a great
CB's
place.
and
Yeah.
And I miss those New York City venues. All the venues that I grew up going to are now all gone. All the places
Yeah.
I thought when I have kids, oh, you know who I saw here? You know what I did here? Nothing. And
Yeah.
it's all.
Well, my kids came with me to Wetlands when they were babies. I have pictures of them, like I'm holding them on stage, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they came. They remember, like, and they came to CB's, and so they just like were little, because I was like really bad at getting babysitters. I used to. Yeah, exactly. And they would cry. I was the worst. I work with kids now, and if I was one of the mothers, like now, of the kids that I work with, I'd probably shoot myself, because I know my kid would cry, I'd run back, you know, the biggest no-no. Like, what do you mean let them cry, you know? So I bring them with me until they had kindergarten and they had to wake up in the morning. They were with me late at night.
But that's awesome. Think of the music education.
Oh, yeah.
They love it now.
I wish
Yeah.
my parents would have brought me to clubs.
I just did it because I sucked at babysitting. Exactly.
We're so uncool, but that's a cool thing. That's a great story. That's
Oh.
good, man.
They do know. I know. I would be pregnant after here, like playing, and
Gee.
it was pretty crazy. Spiral was around. They came to Spiral a lot. Remember the Spiral?
Right, yeah.
They always came to Spiral.
Oh,
Spiral
wow.
was like a popular place. So you grew up in the city?
I grew up in Newburgh, New York.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Wow.
So
Newburgh.
murder capital of New York.
Well, is it? Is that the murder capital?
Pretty crazy. up
It's
there.
near Wappingers Falls, right?
It is. It's really beautiful along the Hudson, but for some reason.
684, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Route 9 is also up there. 9W. I don't know. I haven't lived up there in a super long time.
So when did you move to the city?
Let's see. I did college for 4 years, but I was coming into the city since I was about 16.
Right.
So go out dancing. I'll have all my clubs there.
Had your fake ID?
Of course.
Yeah.
I got that when I was 14.
Yeah,
To
because
go dancing for a non-alcoholic night at a club in Poughkeepsie. So I got my ID taken as a senior in high school. And I went to the door guy and I said, look, how can I be a senior in high school and not be at least 16? And then that went into 18 and older nights when I used the same line. Like, come on, I'm going to be a senior. I'm 18. Let me in. And then by the end of the summer, all the bouncers knew me, so I just got my bracelet.
It was so much easier then.
It was.
Yeah, they didn't have those scanning things.
Oh, yeah, no,
And
it
they
was
didn't
great.
have, oh my
Getting to
gosh.
everywhere I ever wanted to go
I
before
feel
I
sorry
turned 21.
sometimes for the kids right now.
Well, that and I had fun. It's not like, sure we had a little bit of things we weren't supposed to,
No,
but it
yeah.
was
The
never
bathroom.
overindulged, and we had a good time.
It's part of the fun.
You know what else I loved about it is that we used to really dance. You didn't care what you looked like at the end of the night. You could be soaked in sweat, but you you had a really great
Because
time.
you weren't taking like selfies
Yes.
to post on Instagram
No,
that
no,
minute.
the
Exactly.
internet
We
ruined
weren't
everything.
taking pictures of a DJ.
Well, it did.
Well, not really, but
I mean,
you know.
we're on the internet.
Of course.
You know, it's the good
I'm
and bad.
part of the internet while I'm on it.
Exactly. Well, it's the love. It's everything. Everything is both. So talk about your pictures. So when did you meet Michelle Obama? Because her birthday's this weekend. I heard that.
Yeah, she's another Capricorn.
Yeah, they're having a big 50th at the White House on Saturday
I'd like
night.
to be there for that party.
That would be so
I
party.
loved her. She was amazing.
Where'd you meet her?
In D.C. last year with a group that were, why am I totally blanking on the word? We were down there to promote,
Health,
no, it was
food.
against guns.
Oh,
my God, I'm totally
interesting
blanking
because
right now.
we're all about guitars, not guns. That's
We
our
were
thing.
lobbying for gun control.
Good for
Seriously.
you. Good for you. Wow.
And she was really amazing, and we met with her, and then I met with Chuck Schumer as well with a couple of other New York constituents.
And they're all anti-gun.
Yes.
Good, because we're actually, our show is in cahoots with Guitars Not Guns New York chapter, and we're going to NAMM in California next weekend as the Guitars Not Guns contingency. So,
And
yeah,
people need to talk about it.
he's got the hat on right now.
Nice.
And we're looking for talented guitar players. Go talk to who right now.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's actually, in my book, I have one of my favorite photos is of Pete Seeger.
Let's see it.
And his, oh wait, he's not in here.
Okay, that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
That's all right.
But it's his,
I love him.
I know, and actually my dad used to take me to see him because he used to play up in Hudson Valley when we were kids. So I actually was really lucky. I grew up with a family of, my parents, aunts and uncles, all love music.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, music is the best.
I wish I would have picked that the last time. That's a
That's
great
our
one.
sound machine. It has a mind of its own.
Here, if you saw it,
Yeah,
in this
maybe that's the camera. So like, you got to show it to the blue light.
This is one of my
You might
favorite
have to go a
photos.
little closer.
There you go.
Hopefully that's in focus, but that's of Iggy Pop, and that was at Roseland, and this is one of my first big concerts that I
Good
ever
for you.
shot.
I got to
And that was
Nice.
with film.
He's amazing, Iggy.
I
I saw him at Irving Plaza 2 nights in a row. Were you? You remember that? It was like a couple. And the
He
first
jumped
night.
into the audience, and I had his butt in one hand and his hand in the other. It was magical.
See, and when I went the first night, I saw that he has people jump up on stage. So the
Yep.
second night, I went really close to jump up, and I got to touch him too.
He's amazing.
He's great.
And such a
Amy
nice guy.
Winehouse. Now, how in the world did you get to photograph Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse, I shot her down at South by Southwest back when it
Which
was
is
still
where we're
good.
supposed to go.
Yes, but this was when the Fader Fort was still really small and intimate. And
What year
it
was that?
amazing. I think this was
2007. Yeah, I was there in 6.
And she was tiny,
Yeah,
just
she
so
is.
super small, but such a voice.
Oh,
I keep
Amy.
thinking, why couldn't they take somebody else?
Well, because she had to do it her way.
I know.
I know.
And that is, I'm spacing on
Runaway
his name.
train never comes.
Nope.
That's not him.
No, British guy. Why am I totally spacing?
You
I
did
didn't
do-
have caffeine today.
There you go. See, it's everything.
And there is Mr. Carter, Jay-Z.
No, Mr. Beyonce.
Yeah, there
Today,
you go.
my daughter and I, she made me watch like a bunch of the new Beyonce videos. Have you seen them? Oh my gosh, her new record that came out without any warning. Every song has a video. We watched, I can only watch, like, they're just too good to be true. Oh my gosh, this woman is ridiculous. Like Beyonce.
She's great. She's super sweet.
But I think the videos are even good just without sound and having any music playing. Those videos are just like,
Well, it's nice to see people who are dancing and entertaining and doing something, and
The
it's not.
sets, the clothes, the makeup. I mean, oh, Beyonce. I know.
That was a band called the Claxons, who were out of the UK. Love them.
I
They
feel
were
like
very
I heard of
nice.
them.
I definitely heard.
This one guy, he's now married to Keira Knightley.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
wow.
they've disbanded, which I really wish they would get back together. They
I
were a
love
fun band.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
She's great.
So that was the band Big Pink, and there's Beck.
Beck, Mr. Scientology.
I know, I was a little upset when I found out
A
about
lot of
that.
people are, but you know, to
I mean,
each
to
his
each his
own.
own.
Exactly. Jinx, exactly. But you know, come on, Beck.
Yeah.
I just heard recently with someone who got out of it. I think Lisa Marie Presley.
Yes.
Yeah, I love her.
They don't let people out that easily.
She got
yeah.
out. Oh gosh,
Mhm.
I know. Nothing against Scientology, but I have to say when I did live in London, I did get stopped on the train. You know how they have those people like, and I did go and they gave me the test and the whole thing, and they don't tell you what it's for. Dionysus. It was
I
something
worked
like
for that.
Dianetics.
No, but yeah, Dianetics, that's all part of Scientology.
I-
John Travolta's part of that
I
thing.
didn't
I mean,
see.
he's
I
the
went
most
to the
popular.
what is it with me? I went to the Mormon church that didn't get sucked in.
yeah.
I went to the Scientology. They
denied
You know,
the
I
Mormon
met.
church.
I had a shrink once in Philadelphia who could not believe I was never in a cult. He was like, "How you were never in a cult?" I was like, "No." He's
How do you
like,
get
"You're
denied
the
a
perfect
Mormon
fit."
I was
Like,
perfectly convertible. That's
I
what
don't know.
I've always said.
I got close. I would always get sucked in. I have more sucked in stories, but like for some reason I never joined. And he gave me a tidbit that I will share with everyone that has been the smartest thing I ever heard. He said, "Just remember, if you ever join a cult, be the leader."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to start my own cult for years.
And he always told me that, and I just thought that was the most brilliant thing I ever heard.
I mean,
And
I've been
Al
trying to start
Levitt,
the Mark
come on.
After Dark cult for years, but it just, people don't want to follow it.
See?
I'm my only
Free
follower. You don't make any
sunglasses.
money
You don't
being
have
the only follower.
No, you don't want to be the only follower. I know
Yeah.
people who are starting them. Oh, this one we showed.
Really?
Duffy. I love
She
her.
was great.
How'd you meet her?
That was at the All Points West Festival that they had out at Liberty State Park a couple years back.
Oh.
Which is upsetting. You know, I wish there were better festivals here in New York. We have the opportunity and the space and just.
They used to do one in Central Park. I don't know
I
what
know.
happened to
Like
that.
Jack White?
That is Jack White. That was at another concert that was out at Coney Island, I believe, a couple years
Wow.
back.
Jack White has definitely made a mark.
God, he's so sexy.
Mhm.
You know, you got to give it up to him.
Oh, he's
And
real
very taller
white.
than I
There you
expected.
go.
Really? And he's just in everybody's lives, like Loretta Lynn. I love Loretta. Oh, Courtney. Courtney is the one we love.
That photo, I saw her melt, literally and figuratively, in about 3 songs that day. That was at Austin at South by.
Ah.
And another friend, I had worked myself into the pit to shoot her. She does get a good photo.
She does. She's Courtney Love. My kids wish she was their mother, but they don't. I know. They do and they don't, you know. They love her. They do. They love her so much. Who's this?
Those are the guys from the Rapture.
The Rapture.
I forgot where that was. That was just backstage, and I just like grabbing little candid moments.
Yeah. Do you
Good
think
way to
that
go.
they...
Those are the best pictures.
I just think of Debbie Harry when I hear Rapture.
Oh, I love her. She's one of my idols.
Have you shot her yet?
I have. She is phenomenal. That's one of my favorites. That's of Billy Joel and Paul McCartney. At the last
Yeah,
show.
that's great.
And that one, I didn't even really have a
no.
photo pass for that show. I kind of talked my way in.
Good for you.
You got to meet Paul McCartney?
All of my security guys, I didn't get to meet him. I only got to photograph him.
Oh.
Work on it.
Yeah.
But my security guys totally hooked me up because they were going to bounce me after the 3rd song, and I'm a huge Billy Joel fan.
Right.
And I ended up giving my camera bag, to my security guy, and I said, just keep a hold of this. And when they were walking us out, I was like, oh, I forgot my bag. I have to go back.
Oh, you're
And she
brilliant.
started
And you
to walk
look
me
so
back there.
like the girl who wouldn't lie. You know, you're giving out skeletons left and right.
Well,
yeah,
there you
she
go.
does,
She's the
right?
one.
God, I should hang out with you because I get busted for everything.
Same here. I was always busted for everything.
People blame shit on me that I didn't even do.
Tell me about it. This has been my problem since I was a kid. It's always been
She did
that guy. Just get him.
Me too.
See, I was pre-law. I was supposed to be a lawyer.
I was
You
supposed to be a
look
lawyer
like
too.
you could be. You got that innocent face.
Oh,
Nobody would ever
question.
I mean,
Me and my friend is like, yeah.
It's
I always got tickets at the trying to jump the turnstile on the subway. Not me. Oh sure. Here's a ticket.
I had one, we did that once in Brooklyn, and then when we were coming back, because the cop was on the other side, he's like, really, did you have to do that right in front of me?
Did you get a
my
ticket?
car. No, he was on the other side.
Oh my God, you are like
See, that's
Golden girl.
Damn.
So, do you always feel lucky?
But it's
No.
You don't?
No, I've had to work hard for all those moments, I have to say.
Good for
it wasn't
you.
just luck. I bust my butt for a lot of those.
Of course you have. So,
I know, like some more, good stuff coming through.
well, always.
Definitely.
I
So-
need my New York City miracle apartment to anybody who's listening.
Oh,
I know how that feels.
That might happen. So we do ask for a skeleton in your closet. I feel like you've shared a few already, but do you have any? It's sweet. It's National Strawberry Ice Cream Day, and
So pick one.
no, it's her birthday. We'll get a sweet
Happy
and stuff.
birthday.
Yeah. So, do you have another story, like another troublemaker story that you never got caught for?
As Dinah said, that would be a whole other show.
Oh, well, we'll have another one. That would be great.
Awesome.
So, any stories about one of the pictures? Did you ever have to do something really crazy to get into somebody's shoot?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What's another good one? Just, I don't know. I've climbed up on top of things. I've gone under the stages. There was one, I know the one that's in here that I did of the Kaiser Chiefs. That was at Coachella, and I was crawling underneath the stage and whacked my head on one of the pipes, and I just had this gigantic knot. And I ended up finding a hat, but then I ran into one of Lily Allen's musicians, and it was his hat that he had lost from earlier that day.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, look, I could prove it. Here's this. So, I
You
get
had to
it back
give it
and
back.
had a little. But I figured that's good karma. Somebody lost something and gets it back. Maybe that'll come back to me. one day.
Exactly, yeah.
But that was just a random because it was one of the security guys who found it and gave me the hat to help me cover up my
Blood.
wound.
Wow. So you go to all these things like Coachella, South by, do you get, what's the word? Do people pay you to do their pictures, or do you get to put these pictures in places of publications and
Yeah, I've been in, most of my scenes, Rolling Stone, Enemies, been blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
Good.
And now it's starting, I used to be out almost every night shooting shows, seeing all the new bands I like.
Right.
And now I'm just,
Yeah.
and it's different. You have so many people who are out there shooting with
Yeah.
their iPads or their iPhones.
Yeah,
Just
told it. Yeah.
get out of the pit.
Yeah.
Or they don't, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little, it took me a good 2 years to earn the respect of all
2
the
years
men
is not that
I,
long.
I was shooting alongside. And now you have these kids who are coming in and they don't really respect the pit, and I don't know.
It's not the same.
No,
it's
they're more
definitely-
fans with cameras instead of photographers.
Yes.
That's me being a snob. so.
That's true, though. But it's true. So
I love my music and I love capturing, those really special moments. When somebody looks at my photos, I want them to be able to say, I remember when that happened, or that's what it was like to be at that show. If I can communicate that, then I'm doing my job.
Now, how many pictures do you feel like I know that the one of Courtney, how many did you have of her that you chose that one? Yeah, so
It's hard.
how do you pick the one?
I don't, and my photos are like my kids.
Yeah.
I love all of them, and there are so many that I love, and then I'll have friends or other people who are like, oh no, but this one's so much better.
And what about the person who it is? Doesn't the subject always see themselves so differently than the photographer?
I do, but some of them I've gotten some really great feedback.
That's
from them,
good.
Where either they'll say, I can't believe there were a lot of really great pictures. You usually don't get that many.
Right.
Or, that was a really great moment you got.
So what's your website that people can, and how can someone just ask you to do their pictures? How does that work?
Just go to JenMaLeR.com. That's JenMaLER, and shoot me an email. My contact at JenMaLeR.com will get you to me, and be happy to make you famous.
That's so cool! Wow.
So, yeah, that was one thing I will say. There's a shot in here of Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day that I got at Barry Electric, and I remember Bob Gruen was there the same night taking photos, and I had made a print for Jesse Malin to give to him. And Bob happened to be at the restaurant where I'd given the print to Jesse, and he ran back to show him. And Bob just said, "Yep, she got it. She got the shot."
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
You know.
And did you say wetlands?
Yes.
I have a shot from Bob Gruen of me and my daughter when she's like a little baby at the show that we did at
Email that
Wetlands.
to me. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I missed that venue, and I really wish there would be more venues that opening up. I really had that heart and vibe.
Yeah.
Of giving back, New York City to the citizens.
I wish. I'm with you.
Well, we got Otto Shrunken Head. Yeah. Thank God for Otto's. I love this place. I know. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I really appreciate
anytime. We'll take your pictures anytime. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yay.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Mark After Dark. We'll be back. We got more to go. Yeah.
You pursued me, then you used me, then you threw